Today I'm going to show you guys how to build a massive chest. Going to keep it really simple, no sponsors today, no filler. It's all going to be 100% workout footage explaining the exercises that have grown my chest the most. Because my last video you guys really liked, it's really just me talking with the mic and no music, nothing. So keeping it as simple as possible. The best way you guys can support me is by using my code JB10 for Gymshark. Today I'm wearing these cool Gymshark sweats. These are from the Old English drop. So I got this cool Old English Gymshark font right here. So appreciate the support. Let's get to it. So if there's anything that you guys would take from this video, I just want you to remember that going full range of motion and letting the bar touch your chest is the most important part of any kind of incline press. Because I used to bench, like I would stop the bar maybe around halfway and press. You see that very often and people say it's safer for the shoulders, but you're actually leaving a lot of gains on the table because from here to where you touch your chest is really the most important part of the movement because you're getting a massive stretch of the bottom. You just kind of have to leave your ego out the door. I used to bench 225 incline for like 12 reps, free weight, no problem when I was doing it, like stopping halfway. But ever since I went lighter and controlled the eccentric, like 3 seconds down with a pause when it touches the chest, it has been a game changer and my chest has grown so much from that. Plus it's a lot safer. I like to start my workouts with some sort of an incline press. This is an incline Smith machine press. I also love incline dumbbell press and incline bench press. The main reason why I like the Smith machine is it does give you that stability, a little bit safer than free weight. So you can just focus completely on the chest. Since I'm working out shirtless, I like to actually have something on the bench. Like I got this fleece jacket on the bench so I can retract my scapula when I lay down. Because if I'm just shirtless on the bench, it sticks and it's hard to get in position. So with this, I can retract my scapula a lot easier, get in position to keep my shoulders safe and isolate the chest. In terms of warm-ups, I just like to warm up with the motion. So I just have 45s on each side right now, just getting a feel for it. Just kind of like a feeler set is what I like to call it. I don't do any kind of like rotator cuff stuff because my shoulders are totally healthy. They have no issues. So yeah, just warming up with the movement like any other exercise that I do. Slowly working my way up until I have a pretty good pump and then start my working set. So we got 185 on the bar right now. I'm gonna aim for about 10 reps, aiming for about 3 sets of basically until failure. This is gonna be kind of a feeler set again. I'm gonna see if I can go up maybe another 20 pounds because last time I did like 3 by 10 with this weight. So on a progressive overload, I'm gonna add probably a 10 on each side and aim for 10 reps. Pretty solid first set, I would say. I think we're gonna add 10 pounds and see how that goes. Already just after that first set, got a pretty massive chest pump. Also, let me know what you think of my hair because I recently trimmed it and basically all of the blonde is almost gone. It's pretty much back to my natural hair color. If you guys didn't know, I bleached my hair like literally exactly a year ago, last January. I bleached like my entire head because originally I had my hair a little bit more blonde dyed and I wanted to dye it to this natural color that it is right now. I bought like a store dye from Walmart and I dyed it with that and it ended up turning out like terribly because my hair like had like a red purplish tint to it, almost like a kind of like a goth look, and it looked horrible on me. So I went to a professional hairstylist and they literally just bleached my hair to get rid of that red. So that's the reason why I bleached my hair in the first place. But it's basically grown out now with like a little bit of blonde in there, but it's pretty much completely back to its natural hair color. I've been getting a lot of people asking me if I'm gonna dye it again, so let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, so we got 205 on the bar right now. I'm gonna aim for 10 reps. I don't think I've ever done this much weight for 10 reps. Oh, jeez. I think that was just 7. Another thing that I incorporate in basically all my workouts are drop sets. So usually after the last set, I incorporate a drop set. What I'll do here is 185. I'm gonna drop to 25 and I'll aim for, you know, as many reps as I can. Usually it's around like 10 to 15. I love including intensifiers in my workouts like drop sets and rest pauses because it helps you kind of go beyond failure and just max out that pump while you're already fatigued. Next exercise is a cable fly. There's so many ways to do cable flies, but my personal favorite is to do it on a bench, incline, and have my shoulders slightly off the top. So I actually slide where my shoulders are hanging off like this. And this just allows for a little more range of motion so my shoulders aren't getting stopped by the bench, because when my shoulders are here, they kind of get caught there with my shoulder blades. When I'm hanging off the top a little bit, it lets me go all the way back, nothing getting in the way. So the hardest part for these is just getting into position, but totally worth it. Once I'm getting close to failure, I just go right into a press to go get a few more reps in there. Another thing that's great about this is it helps you put yourself in that position that keeps your shoulders safe and really retract your scapula. So it's a really great way to isolate the chest by having your back up on the very top of the bench like this. I'm gonna show you guys angle from behind just to show you how far off my back is on the bench, to give you another angle. So it's pretty much right where the bottom of my scapula is on the edge of the bench. And once I'm close to failure, either I'm gonna do a press or some lengthened partials are really good as well to finish off the exercise. So to finish off the chest workout, we're gonna do some crazy pump work. We're gonna be supersetting bodyweight dips with some deficit push-ups, because I'm gonna be placing my hands on these. And I typically would do weighted dips. For example, like if I were to start a workout, I'd get up to like 1 or 2 plates, aim for like 10 reps. But since it's the end of the workout, I'm already like pre-exhausted. So 10 reps really slow and controlled on dips at the end of a chest workout. It's pretty brutal. And then we're gonna go immediately from the dips into the deficit push-ups. And I like a deficit push-up more than a normal push-up because with the deficit, you're gonna be getting a better stretch at the bottom and more range of motion. So pretty much aim until failure, I would say. So like the dips, like for me, usually at the end of a workout, about 10 to 15 reps, really slow and controlled. It's pretty much until failure. And then with the push-ups will be like maybe 10 to 20 reps max until failure. And we're gonna rest after the push-ups for about a minute or 2 and do 3 sets total back and forth. Now with the dips, we're gonna be doing a chest focused dip. So that would mean that I'm gonna be having my knees in front of me and my chest hollow. For more triceps, you're gonna be having your chest like forward and your elbows behind you. So yeah, we're gonna be aiming for more chest activation, keeping your knees to your chest. Slow eccentric all the way down, huge stretch at the bottom, and then explode up. Okay, so that's 10. Now we're going straight from these right into the deficit push-ups. Aiming till failure. Usually for me, since I'm already so pre-exhausted, 10 reps or 10 to 15 of these is usually good enough, but we'll see. Slow eccentric all the way down. Pause at the bottom for a couple seconds. Get a nice big stretch. Oh, dang, that's a crazy angle. Crazy chest veins going on, striations all over. Good. It's the end of the workout. Just do a little post-workout posing, pump check. I'd say right now, I'm probably around like 7% body fat. Current weight is 148 pounds at 5'7" is my height. A lot of people don't believe my stats because like I look a lot bigger than I actually am. But just being lean in general, it totally gives off the illusion of looking bigger. So luckily for me with my genetics, it's very easy for me to maintain this body fat year round, no problem. So I'm very blessed with that, but I've been this weight for probably about 8 years now. So my weight hasn't really changed. I may have built a little more muscle and have gotten a little bit leaner over the years, but that's what happens when you're natural. Like after 5 years or so of lifting really hard consistently, you're not going to be gaining a whole lot more muscle. So it's just very small increments over the years. But yeah, that's the end of the video. It's probably a shorter one. I just wanted to keep it really simple, just give you guys some tips, pointers on how I've grown my chest over the years. If you were to take anything from this video, it would be to focus on full range of motion, especially on the incline movements. Go all the way down, touch your chest, really slow eccentric. Don't worry about the weight, focus more on how you perform the rep. And same goes for all the other movements. But if you guys want to support me, you can use my code JB10 with Gymshark. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next, like what body parts you want to see me train. Or if you want to see kind of more day in the life type of stuff, full day of eating, I can do that as well, no problem. So having a home gym is a game changer because I can just train shirtless and have a mic and talk to you guys, no problem, without bothering anybody. I'm able to pump out the YouTube videos probably a lot faster than I used to. So I'll see you in the next one.